Bashar al-Assad became president of Syria in July 2000. An ophthalmologist by profession, he had little interest in politics. That all changed when his brother Basil, who'd been primed all his life for the presidential role, was killed in a car crash in 1994.
The death of Basil led President Bashar to return home from London, and he slowly started to get involved in political life until his father died.
At age 34, Bashar took over from Hafez al-Assad, who had ruled with an iron fist for 3 decades. And through him, he continued the Alawite minority's domination over the country. At the start, Bashar had a reputation as a modernist as he began to implement economic reforms liberalizing the private sector. But it would prove harder to reform the political system. The old guard suppressed debate and steered the new president toward more authoritarian policies.
Instead of leading the drive to engage in token reforms, he decided to use the tactics that were employed by his father in the early 1980s.
The late Hafez was a controversial figure. Criticized by some as a dictator, his regime is remembered for widespread human rights abuses, including the massacre of more than 10,000 dissidents in the city of Hama in 1982. Like his father, Bashar became one of the region's most ruthless leaders. He waged an increasingly brutal war to crush an uprising that broke out in March 2011 and left 70,000 dead and millions homeless in the first 2 years. Bashar described the conflict as a crucial and heroic battle for the very future of Syria, which he said was the target of foreign conspiracies.
The crisis has other dimensions, not only internal ones, as has become clear to all who want to see. Regionally, there are parties who seek to divide Syria, others who want to weaken it. Some parties are providing the criminals with funds and weapons, while others are providing support and training.
And even though the conflict escalated into a full-blown civil war, the embattled premier insisted he had the backing of the Syrian people and remained determined to fight tooth and nail to stay in power. Bashar's draconian repression of his own people will undoubtedly contribute to the die-hard Assad dynasty legacy that his father left behind.